Play action. Here's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there at 22.
And what a year Devontae Smith had at Alabama in 2020. The first wide receiver to win the Heisman since Desmond Howard in 1991 while he was at Michigan. The 10th overall pick of the Eagles, who traded up from number 12 to get him. He's reunited with his old quarterback Jalen Hurts from a few years back at Alabama. 117 catches last year, led all of major college football.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Second down at 5. Back to throw. Sanders. They'll roll him out right. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Second and 10. To throw is Prescott. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Out of his end zone, Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Flush to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. He'll get this to Elliott. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Dancing to his left. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fields this way up at the 17, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A first down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. Wide open, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 78 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
On first down, it's Sanders.
Micah Parsons, the rookie, in on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hurts. Steps away to his left. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. They'll run with Sanders. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts finding some room at midfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Given 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Space to run past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Damontae Kazee. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. On 2nd and very short, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Eagles have recovered.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Penn State, Micah Parsons. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Complete. Pollard. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Throwing. Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. Flushed out right. Into the hands of Cooper.
And he takes this almost to midfield. So they needed a pretty good-sized play, and they got it.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. There he goes, right side.
Get off the field.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone.
One last shot now for Prescott. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Good job. That was a great pick. Good job, guys.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Philadelphia, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.